bem-vindos, benvenuto, willkommen, welcome padelistas, connoisseurs of the racket sport that is paddle. And as we live paddle, we bring you some life in that paddle here in San Juan, Argentina. And San Juan in Argentina, this beautiful green city of in the northwest central part of Argentina that is separated from Chile by the Cordilleras of the Andes Mountains, 650 meters of altitude, that's 2,133 feet, and is the land of mountains, rivers, and wines. That is San Juan. And as those grandstands begin to fill with enthusiasts and paddlistas such as yours who are watching this live stream.
Señoras y señores, pero muy buenas tardes. Bienvenidos al estadio Aldo Cantoni en el marco del A1 Padel, Banco San Juan Open, fecha 15, previo al Máster de Caracas. Señoras y señores, final de esta historia que tuvo una semana de realización para llegar a este momento clave histórico. Una final distinta, un campeón diferente. Señoras y señores, vienen de superar a Aguirre y Alfonso en la noche de ayer. Vigencia, humildad, calidad internacional. Número 6 del ranking A1 Padel, oriundo de la provincia de Neuquén. Presentamos, aplaudimos al señor Adrián Alemandi. Su compañero, una aparición fulgurante del nuevo pádel ibérico. Número 18 en el ranking A1 Padel, oriundo de Pamplona, España, y apenas 19 años. Señoras y señores, presentamos, aplaudimos al señor Aymar Goñi. Sus rivales vienen de superar en la jornada de ayer a Maxi Arcesimo y Franco Dalbianco. La zurda mágica de Pergamino, número 5 en el escalafón A1 Padel. Señoras y señores, presentamos, aplaudimos al señor Juan Ignacio Juani de Pascual. Su compañero, continuador de la dinastía padelera marplatense, ocupa el puesto número 7 del escalafón A1 Padel. Señoras y señores, presentamos, aplaudimos al señor Ramiro Rama Pereira. El arbitraje del internacional Ariel García. Señoras y señores, llegó el momento de la verdad.
Right now on your screens, Marcela Ceballos, who will be singing the national anthem of Argentina. It seems Maria Ceballos has already sung the national anthem of Argentina, so we move straight ahead to the customary photograph to be taken by the players, with our umpire there, match umpire. Seems like the toss has been won by Margoni, who was elected to receive first. And umpire passing those new balls to Rama Pereira. There'll be the regulatory warm-up for the players with the new balls. And those balls, of course, Knox Titaniums. Knox, the official ball provider for the A1 Padel Global Tour for the 2024 season. Players will go through the motions, and very necessary, not just regulated, but very necessary, as mentioned earlier. San Juan, 650 meters altitude.
Señoras y señores, aquí en el estadio Aldo Cantoni.
Although this is an indoor facility, the temperature outside is 29 degrees, and San Juan, of course, has an average temperature of 19.4 degrees year-round. Mild summers, hot. Mild winters, hot summers, and one of the highest average temperatures in South America. There's the tail of the tape for Tito Alemande. You can see there his birthday, 28th of the 12th, from Neuquén, Argentina, playing in the drive position, 43 years of age, soon to be 44, evergreen, one of the living legends of the world of paddle. And how fortunate we are to have him on the A1 Paddle Global Circuit. And not only us, but these young players who get mentored by him, and Aymar Goni, the latest sensational young man who is a benefactor of that mentorship of Tito Alemande. Aymar Goni, you can see there, birthday just a couple of weeks ago, turned 19 from Pamplona in Spain, a whole 1.95 m, and you're going to watch, if you haven't played before, you're going to watch him really shine and put that weight to good, that height to good use as he stands there on the revers, or the backhand position, on the left-hand side of the corner. Both players, Aymar Goni and Tito Alemande, in the green and white, and they'll be closest to your screen. Opposite them, in the black, darker colors, Juan de Pascual, Juan Ignacio, right there on your number 5 ranked player on the A1 Padel Global Tour. And alongside him, being left-handed, of course, and alongside him on the backhand or reverse position is Ramiro Pereira, who played half of, in fact, the greater part of the 2024 season as Tito Alemande's partner. Another young man to have benefited from that mentorship. There's our match referee, Ariel Garcia, and he will be keeping the law and order, the sheriff on duty today, keeping these players honest and taking care of video reviews or any other necessary interventions. Of course, the crowd will get rowdy, will get excited. They're about to watch some of the best paddle on display in the world, and umpire Ariel Garcia will be telling them when they can make the noise and when they can't make the noise. Some issues yesterday in the semi-finals with the excitement of the crowd, and can't really blame the crowd when you're watching this quality of paddle live. It is certainly a highlight of one's day. Federico de Pascual, who is not only the coach on the bench of Ramiro Pereira and Juan de Pascual, but also the father of Juan de Pascual, very experienced paddle coach from Pergamino, and ran many successful academies here in Argentina, well renowned as a top-end coach in the world of paddle. Some interesting statistics there. Juan de Pascual, the youngest champion in history. That was at the Cape Town Masters. First time a professional tour visited Africa. He was 18 years and 2 months old. And this is had a first final with Ramiro Pereira in 2024. He has featured before in one other final earlier in the year, but the very first one with Ramiro Pereira, looking for his first win. In fact, every one of these players looking for their first win of the 2024 season. Tito Alemande, a veteran of many championships, particularly in 2023, when he won various tournaments when partnering with Tolito Aguirre. But in 2024, none of these players have won a tournament. Pascual also having won tournaments, but none in 2024. And then, of course, young Aymar Goni and Rama Pereira, it would be their very, very first ever tournament win on the A1 Padel tournament tour. So lots to play for. The very first time in 2024 that neither the number 1 seeded teams or the number 2 seeded teams are in a final. These two, of course, started off this tournament on the 2nd of December as the number 3 and number 4 seeds. Ramiro Pereira and Juan Pascual, the number 3 seeds. Slight favoritism for them, both with the and the crowd. And then fighting Amargoni and Tito Alemandi, the number 4 seeded teams for this tournament. One of these pairs will get their first tournament win of 2024. Who will it be? Will Amargoni be the tournament MVP? Lots to play for, lots to be excited about, and I suggest you pile up with some refreshments. It's going to be a wonderful couple of hours of world-class paddle. If you are live or anywhere in Argentina listening to me, get to the Estadio Aldo Cantoni in San Juan. That is hosted these semi-finals and finals here on the center court. Wonderful indoor sports facility. And our host, Mandy Padel, have really made sure that things are running really smoothly. Just a quick tale of the tape on how these teams got to where they are here in this final. Goni and Alemandi. Pasco Maldonado in the 5-6-4 in the round of 32. Followed it up with a 6-3-6-2 over Nicolas Morita and Federico Freitas. Quarterfinals a little tougher. 3-6-4 over Santiago Rola and Federico Lopez.
Estamos acá.
Scalping of number 1.
¿Se pone Tito a jugar a 1000 por hora de fondo? Listo, goleamos hasta que nos quede para la cosa. No apurar, no digo, la pelota también da mucho rebote. La pelota viene fuerte y nosotros la queremos ver.
And Rodrigo Lopez 3 and 6-2.
Va a ser una tormenta.
Sí. Vamos a gritar, vamos a gritar.
Two sets of rather.
Tiempo.
Little tougher. Still only a 6-4 and 7-6 in a tie break over Max Garcia in front of Bianco Big Scalp, the number 2 seeded team. And here we are in this final. Umpire Ariel Garcia has called time, and players are on court, almost ready to get the show on the road. And as the watchful, as we sit here in this wonderful indoor facility, under the watchful eyes of the Cordilleras of the Andes in the surrounding backgrounds as we go. And Ramiro Pereira will serve. He's going to be serving to Tito Alemandi. Early call for the umpire to the crowd to settle down. And that's a great sign for the atmosphere. A little dinky shot there from Amargoni, getting over the head of Juan de Pascual. Well stepped up to the net there to block that bajada from Tito Alemandi. The Chiquita, well dealt with Ramiro Pereira. And Tito Alemandi can do no more but parry that into the net. 15 love. Ramiro Pereira to Amargoni. Tito Alemandi through the middle there. Goes high. Ramiro Pereira with a hook shot, the gancho, and Tito Alemandi exposes the gap, and Ramiro Pereira unable to take advantage, slices that one into the net. You can see here, exposes the center, Tito Alemandi, and as Ramiro Pereira changes direction, goes into the net. 15 all, the scoreline. Changes of direction there from both Pereira and Juan Pascual.
30-15.
The power of Rama Pereira's hit blocked by Tito Alemande straight into the back glass. 30-15. Big conversations already going on there, Juan Pascual and Rama Pereira, and it's only 30-15 in the first game of the first set. The drop shot there from Rama Pereira early on in that first set, first drop shot, and catching Aymar Goni and Tito Alemande unawares. See there, beautifully placed. Taka at the net there. Rama Pereira coming out on top with Tito Alemande. 1-0 first blood. Pereira and Juan Pascual. They'll change ends. It'll be rapid. It'll be quick. No big physical exertions just yet. Just a quick drying of the racket handle, and players will be back on court. We spoke earlier about the altitude, and certainly a factor. We've seen throughout the week that these balls really do bounce under these conditions. So expect to see some big finishing, and the players being really careful with how they volley and block. The ball tends to carry into the back glass, certainly when it comes to the kick smashes and the flat smashes for that matter. We are going to see, or we expect to see, quite a lot of them. Por tres, por cuatro, they should be all in the catalog of shots we are going to experience.
15-0.
That lob there from Juan Pascual, that's the other shot that carries quite a lot in this altitude, and that is the lob. So players really having to adapt to the conditions and doing a good job of that thus far during this week. 30 love the scoreline as Juan Pascual goes into the net with that volley. And you can see there,
30-15.
first Cortez high into the air, hit into the ground by Aymar Goni. Rama Pereira anticipates, runs out. Here he goes, and beautifully put in. No answer. Powerful, deep into the court. Excellent return. Approval from his teammate there, Juan Pascual. 30-15. Goes for the big hit, doesn't quite get the kick. Juan Pascual steps across to the left-hand side of the court, and you can watch him there. Great positioning into the ground and out of the court. 30 all. Alemande to Di Pascual. Juan Pascual with a block at the net there. Alemande finds the gap. In the middle, overhit slightly there, Rama Pereira. 40-30. This, incidentally, is the very first time that these two sides are meeting. Of course, these players have faced each other in different pairings throughout at different occasions this season and the previous season. But this is the very first time that as pairs they have faced each other in a A1 Padel Global tournament. So another first. This is really a first of a kind final here. Lots of records. Lots of statistics. And this time it's Rama Pereira with a backhand volley there, straight into the glass at the back. One game apiece, and Juan Pascual will now serve. tell you that these teams have not faced each other. We tell you that this is the first time that the number 1 or number 2 seeded teams in a tournament have not been in the final of the A1 Padel Global Tour event in 2024 season. Yet, these are vastly experienced players. Tito Alemande has been featured in 13 semifinals so far in 2024. He's also been a 3-time finalist, beaten finalist on the tour, and that is just in 2024. This is 4th final, and you'll want to make sure that he's not on the losing side again, that he makes it his first win. And same applies to Rama Pereira. He's 10 semifinals. This is his 4th final again, also 3 times beaten. He'll be looking for a win. And Juan de Pascual, 7 semis in 2024. This is his 2nd final. He was beaten in the first one he featured in. And he'll want to be making those changes. Ayman Goni, the only guy who has been on only. This is his first final on the A1 Padel Global Tour. It was his 2nd semi-final ever just yesterday. So he is relatively inexperienced compared to the other 3, but high quality, consistent form from all 4 of these players. And you saw there Juan de Pascual just dispatched that out of the court. We spoke about the bounce due to the altitude, and that was a perfect example of that. How much lift we can get off that ball when it comes off the glass. 30-15. Alemande with the lift, getting over the head of Rama Pereira. He goes for the bajada once, changes direction on the second one, goes right across the court, ball bouncing just before the tin. Phenomenal shot there, Rama Pereira. Excellent aim, you can see here. The first one went straight down, the second one changes direction, catches the angle. Aymar Goni can only watch and watch it go by. No chance whatsoever of getting back to that. Excellent shot, Rama Pereira. Textbook. Rama Pereira with a kick. Goni with a return.
30.
And that ball, spectacular. Aymar Goni, perfect anticipation. Great athleticism from young Goni. Remind you again, ladies and gentlemen, just turned 19 years of age, this young man. And we're going to write this name down, Aymar Goni. We're going to hear a lot about this young man in the years to come. Look at that. Beautifully poised into the ground, over the net. No chance whatsoever there for Rama Pereira or Juan de Pascual. 40-30. Attempts a similar bajada. And this time, Aymar Goni ready with the block at the net and forces the golden point. Potential break opportunity here for Goni and Alemande. De Pascual and Pereira will not want to be broken so early on in the first set. Psychological setback. Tito Alemande elects to receive it, going to put all his years of experience into practice. The high lob, Aymar Goni. Just slightly over carries into the glass. Disappointing way to lose a golden point, but they'll brush it off. And as players go off, we're going to take a brief commercial break. We'll be right back.
Y sonrisas, de alegrías y decepciones, de lucha y sacrificio por estar entre los mejores. Llega el gran torneo del año. Llega el Master Final de A1 Padel. Del 11 al 15 de diciembre en Venezuela, los 16 mejores jugadores van en busca de una sola meta: ser el mejor entre los mejores.
Tiempo.
As umpire Garcia calls time, you saw that brief insert there for the Master Final, the final event of 2024 on the A1 Padel Global Tour. The venue, Caracas, Venezuela, not too far from San Juan. What a beautiful setting, Caracas, an iconic global city. Songs have been written about Caracas, and what a tournament that's going to be. The top 16 players on the A1 Padel Global ranking, and they'll be looking to battle it out to see who is the best of the best. Dates for that are the 11th to the 15th of December, completely different format, not knockout, but a round-robin group stage followed by a knockout. So lots of exciting paddle, and we'll be covering it right here with English commentary. My name is Paulo de Carmo, and I'll be keeping you company on this A1 Padel YouTube channel, on the English part of the channel, and of course through our various digital rights distribution partners who feed in English. Beautiful drop shot there from Juan de Pascual. So we'll be keeping you company, commentating on every match, not just finals and semi-finals, but every match of that Master Final tournament will be available in English. For more details on that, you can visit www.a1paddleglobal.com or join any of the A1 Padel social media channels, whatever is of your liking, whether that's YouTube, whether that is TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, perhaps even LinkedIn. And you can go there and click follow, like, subscribe, whatever is applicable on the specific channel, and you'll be able to keep up with all the details of the A1 Padel Tour's goings and comings. Great rally building up here. Tito Alemande finds that gap. Goes high this time. There's the bajada from Ramo Pereira. Leaves it a little short. Alemande making a move left and right. And Ayman Goni with the finish. Straight down the side, using the double wall. Juan de Pascual, no chance whatsoever. Here's that bajada. Alemande dropping the pace. Goes into the center. Making Ramo Pereira move left and right, forcing him to change that direction, and Ayman Goni with the power. 30 all.
Tiempo.
30 all is the scoreline. Umpire calling on time. You'll see a great innovation there of the A1 Padel Tour. There's a serve counter, and you'll see that counter just underneath the scoreboard on your screen. Beautiful kick smash there from Ramo Pereira from the back of the court. Getting tremendous lift off that glass. You can see, there's the first one. There's the first lob. There's a big hit from Ayman Goni. Attempt at the Dormilona, the lift, and Ramo Pereira with the kick. Out of court. Banga banga. First banger of the game. 30-40. Break opportunities here for Ramo Pereira and Juan de Pascual. That first serve a little on the long side. Ayman Goni will have to do with the second serve, which he does. Much slower. Ramo Pereira going down the parallel. Goni comes across into the ground, kicks it, forces that golden point. Second golden point of this match. You see there Already 1.95 meter, Amargoni in full flight, covering easily 2.5 to 3 meters. And into the glass goes Juan y Pascual. Amargoni holds serve, 2 apiece. 2-2. Scoreline, Rama Pereira will now serve. Goes for the big kick.
15-0.
And gets the big kick. There's Rama Pereira. Being brave. Not waiting to be closer up. Taking a chance from the back of the court. Second one is pulled off already.
No.
And that ball is just flying. As it comes off that glass, it's reaching real big heights. Big loops.
15 iguales.
This time, straight into the body of Rama Pereira, who can only deflect into the net. 15 all. Pereira to Alemandi chooses to go down the tee.
30-15.
This time it's Amargoni who can't quite reach it over the net. 30-15. And this time Rama Pereira doesn't get enough lift for the very first time. Amargoni runs across into the ground and out of the court. Watch here. Slightly off balance, doesn't quite get the kick. Well anticipated there by Amargoni. And he finishes with a plump. Amargoni getting in behind Rama Pereira.
40-30.
Juan Pascual to the feet of Goni with power. There on your screen is Mrs. De Pascual. Juan De Pascual's mother is #1 fan. She's here in San Juan. Traveled all the way from Pergamino. Entire distance of nearly 1,000 kilometers, 940 kilometers to see and support her son Juani. Monday there with the lob, all over carrying into the glass. 3 games to 2. Pereira and De Pascual lead Goni and Alemande. But Amargoni not quite happy that that ball just hit the glass. He feels that it might have fallen without touching the glass. He's requested a video. Umpire Garcia is going to be reviewing the replay of that shot in conjunction with our incredible production and videography staff on the A1 Padel technical team. We'll be able to show you that review briefly, and umpire Ariel Garcia will be able to make that decision. Quite an important decision. It takes the score to 3-2 or into a golden point. Amargoni well within his rights to request that video review.
La revisión de video determina que la pelota fue mala. Juego
The
de
umpire's
Pascual
decision
Pereira
is
gana
that
por
the
3
ball
goles a
was
2
indeed
en el
out.
set.
It
A la
did
pareja
indeed touch
Goni
the
Alemán
glass.
queda una revisión de video.
So players will go off court, and Pereira and De Pascual will lead 3 games to 2 as we go to the benches and listen to what the coaches and players are telling me, how they are strategizing for the rest of the match.
Luego que yo tiré que Goni saltó y pegó, Para mí fue muy cantado el globo. Le veníamos tirando un par a Tito hasta que volé y ahí sí le tiramos el globo.
Perfecto.
Goni es como que está más atento a la volea.
Entonces yo te pido que en esa bola cantá el globo, pero se la jugás suave, suave
Sí,
para
sí.
porque ahí me se va a ir para este lado. ¿Sabés lo que digo? ¿Ok?
Dale.
¿Te queda para pegar? Dale. ¿Te queda seguir laburando?
Sí, sí, yo te canto todo, te canto todo. Vamos, este es el game, este es el game. Dale.
Tito se queda atrás.
Este es el game.
Tito se queda atrás. ¿Estamos? Chicos, es ahora.
Vale, pero le hago ese si le pegas algo. Dale. Sí, sí, me parece bien. Dale. Dale. Pero escuchá, vamos con la boleita, ayúdame con el centro,
Tiempo.
Crowd looking positively animated as players come back on court. Time is called by umpire Garcia. And you would have noticed peculiarly that both Aymar Goni and Adrian
Ubicarse en
Tito
sus lugares,
Alemandi
por
have
favor.
no coach, such as the on at bench side.
Al público, por favor, ubicarse en sus lugares.
There's been a little bit of a misunderstanding with Tito Alemandi's regular coach. That was 2 tournaments ago, and has decided that he is enough of a mentor and a strategist for this new partnership
15-0.
with Goni, that they will not require a coach on court side. On the other end, though, as we said, Federico de Pascual, Juan de Pascual's father, is the coach. Umpire Garcia reminding the crowd not to move, get up or sit down during play. And the excellent block there from Ramiro Pereira off the powerful finish from Adrian Alemandi. 15-all is the scoreline. That instinctive block there. Ball in, and then Aymar Goni with slightly too much power. Time Aymar Goni puts that power to good use as he finishes at the net into the ground. 30-15. Little change of pace there by Aymar Goni, getting in behind Juan de Pascual off a low pace. Juan de Pascual was expecting a much, much harder shot, perhaps slightly more central. Netting goes on that return of serve. 3 games apiece. And while we speak of Juan de Pascual, we said 19 years of age, mother in the crowd, his entire family traveled 1,000 kilometers to see him play. He reaches the final, his father's the coach, and it's his birthday tomorrow, turning 20 years of age. What a wonderful early birthday present this would be for Juan de Pascual were he to win his first tournament of the 2024 season right here, this Banco de San Juan Open. And that commentator's curse kicks in as we are praising him. He goes for the big hit and straight into the net. Love 15 is the scoreline. Well, fortunate there, Aymar Goni. Backhand return there, just clipping the top edge of the net and just eluding the judgment of Rama Pereira. And hands in the air with apologies, as we say in amateur ranks. Sorry, but not sorry. Part of the game can happen. Usually these things balance out throughout the game on both sides. There on your screen is Victoria Alemandi, the partner of Adrian Tito Alemandi, his biggest fan. Travels the world supporting her husband. Excellent defense there. Aymar Goni once, twice. And the reverse turn there from Margoni. Almost a misunderstanding between him and Tito Alemandi, but it wasn't to be. You can see as the exchanges go at the net, they both go for this ball. Tito Alemandi pulls out just at the last minute. Margoni pointing to his chest saying that was mine all the time. I had it. And indeed he had it. Beautiful reverse twist there, going into the blind side of Juan de Pascual. And 15-40, 3 break opportunities here for Alemandi and Goni. And that lob there of Alemandi just over carrying. You can see he's frustrated there. It's the altitude, ball just over carrying and clipping the bottom end of the glass at the back. 30-40, still 2 break opportunities on offer here for Tito Alemandi and Aimar Goni. And crucial part of the game. Certainly one where you want to be able to press the advantage. Monday with the error once again, trying to get in behind Rama Pereira and goes straight into the side fence. Immediately, Tito Alemandi puts his hand up for the golden point reception. And good recovery here, Pereira de Pascual. 15-40 down, forcing the golden point. Let's see where this goes. As we said, crucial point. High in the air goes Alemandi. Juan de Pascual with a big hit with a kick. And Margoni anticipates it. He's out there, but can't get it back into the court. And big shouts of jubilation here for De Pascual and Pereira. You can see there, he gets the return into the fence, unfortunately. And you can see both Pereira and Juan de Pascual punching the air because they know that how important that was to hold that serve, especially from 15-40 down. We're going to take a brief commercial break. We'll be right back.
Elle est faute, et la victoire pour Leonel Aguirre Gonzalo Alfonso, qui comme Mexipa à Puebla, comme à Monaco.
Al servicio Aimar Goni.
Players back on court. Aimar Goni with the balls in hand. He will be serving to Juan de Pascual. And the score, 3-4 down. No breaks as yet from either team. A tremendous opportunity in the earlier game for Alemandi and Goni. They weren't able to seal it.
15-0.
3 potential break points. And De Pascual and Pereira fought back, forced the golden point, and won the golden point, putting Goni and Alemandi at least into a feeling of disarray of a lost opportunity right there. Goni into the net with that first serve as he goes to Pereira. This time he goes a little slower.
Por favor,
clips the top
los
of the net.
fotógrafos, si se pueden quedar quietos, no se pueden estar moviendo mientras se están disputando los puntos. Gracias.
And umpire Garcia this time not reminding the crowd not to move, but reminding the media people, the photographers in specific, not to move around while a point is being played. Very important to keep these distractions under control. Players very focused on their game, and the last thing they need is to be distracted by a cameraman who means no harm, is enthusiastic about doing his job. And there we go, Rama Pereira couldn't get there. Aimar Goni attentive, awake to the possibility, runs across and bang bang into the ground it goes. Yeah, that was Rama Pereira, and there's Aimar Goni with a wrist flick into the ground, out of court. Rama Pereira head down. And he can't believe that he let it go. 30 love is the scoreline. The counter got to 0. And umpire Ariel Garcia immediately called on Aymar Ghani to serve. And rightfully so. There goes the big kick.
40-0.
And Rama Pereira jumps, slips. All good, no worse for tear. 40 love. Goes for the parallel return there, does Rama Pereira. Trying to mix it up. Goes into the net. 4 games apiece. Tight, no quarter given. Nothing being given away by either of these teams. And now is the real crucial time. It was crucial at 3-all, but at 4-all is where things can go drastically wrong in the set scoring. Rama Pereira is serving. That one goes a little long into the block hole. So he'll serve again, his second serve. Yes, the exact same serve, just at a lighter pace. Reverses the bajada. Tito Alemande equal to the task. He goes over the head of Rama Pereira. A repeat shot. Leaves a little short. Juan Pascual.
15-0.
Tito Alemande unable to punish. And Juan Pascual says, okay, we did give you a chance. And I'll just flick that with my back into the ground and out of the court. You can see there, Juan Pascual, full flight. Just gets on top of the ball, little flick of the wrist, and off we go. 15 love.
$30.
30 love. That one a little too high, even for that giant leap of Aymar Ghani.
40-0.
Wonderful kick there from Juan Pascual. Portres, effortless, perfect technique. Hanging back, just gets over that ball. Not a lot of power. But as we said, the ball really getting a lot of lift.
Juego Pereira de Pascual ganan por 5
drop
a
shot
4.
from Juan Pascual on the
Cambio de
backhand.
bolas.
And the score is now 4-5. Tito Alemande will come back after they've discussed at the bench what to do, and will be serving.
No sé ahí dónde va.
Ya, te empiezo a cantar mejor lo que hablamos porque Tito no se queda ni atrás ni es que va, o sea, se queda a mitad. Te la canto ahí porque se...
Tito se de abajo, se queda atrás. Una vez que canta el informe Juan,
Eso.
ahí se
Por eso yo digo, o sea, ten en cuenta que casi siempre va a dar el paso. Yo te canto atrás y cuando yo canto ahí da el paso. Por eso.
Ya, Juani, cuando vos puedas y te queda acá la bola. Cuando vos puedas, a esto es suavecito, pero suavecito.
Escucha. Viendo bastante diferencia en cuanto atacamos, bastante bien, y cuando defendemos. Un poquito que le un poco más de...
Al servicio con pelotas nuevas, Adriana de Mandi.
As we said earlier, very crucial part of the game. Tito Alemande is serving 4-5 down in this first set. And this could be a set decider. Tremendous Tremendous backhand volleys there from Adrian Tito Lemandi. 3 of them in succession.
0-15.
The taka-taka between Juan de Pascual and Aymar Goni, the two 19-year-olds going the way of Juan de Pascual that time. Love 15 is the scoreline.
Yo lo veo bueno. La pareja de Pascual Pereira solicitan revisión de video.
And Roma Pereira and Juan de Pascual call for a video review of the serve. They feel the serve was out. Whilst our very excellent production team gets that video review ready for umpire Ariel Garcia to determine the outcome, let me remind you once again, 11th to the 15th of December, that is in exactly 2 days' time.
La pareja de Pascual Pereira mantiene una revisión de
And
video.
there's the call from the umpire. He called that serve out. So Alemande will now go for his second. I was telling you, reminding you, 11th to the 15th of December, 2 days' time, the beginning of the Master Finals, where the best of the best will be fighting it out. The 16 top players on the A1 Padel group. And where will they be fighting it out? In Caracas, Venezuela. And that'll be broadcast through all our broadcast options, partners, and this very same YouTube channel with commentary available in English, not just for semifinals and finals, but for the entire tournament. Every match, every second, every smash, every volley, right here on your channel of champions, the A1 Padel Global YouTube channel. Great finish there from Rama Pereira. Tremendous return from Adrian Tito Lemandi, but Rama Pereira will have none of that. Excellent play there. Rama Pereira straight down the middle. And now we have, as mentioned, a real crucial time here for Aymar Goni and Tito Lemandi. 15-40 is the scoreline. 3 break opportunities, not just for a break, but for a set. This first set. Tito Lemandi, pensive thoughts there. He's not happy. The net, one of those break points recovered. 30-40. One more needed to force that golden point. Tito Lemandi in the year of Aymar Goni, providing encouragement, providing guidance. And Aymar Goni into the net. You can see that he's frustrated, hitting his racket. And
Muy
first
bien,
set goes
señoras
to
y
Rama
señores,
Pereira
final
and
del
Juan
primer
Pascual.
capítulo y con
6 games
victoria
to 4.
parcial para Juan Ignacio de Pascual Ramiro Pereira, 6-4 en 40 minutos de juego, superando a Adrián Alemandi y a Aymar Goni en esta
Switch around at the end of this first set. And an introduction of brand new balls. Balls knocked. there we have on your screen the set summary. Very tight, as you can see by the statistics, 13 apiece unforced errors. The winners slightly more, 17-14 in favor of Rama Pereira and Juan Pascual, and that essentially the difference. 2 golden points to 1, also the way of Pereira and Di Pascual, and those are the 2 main differences for these players. Rama Pereira will now serve, and you would have see on your screen lots of advertising from Monte Carlo Sports.
15-0.
Monte Carlo Sports, of course, the president of Monte Carlo Sports, Mr. Fabrice Pastor, also the founder of the A1 Padel Global Tour. 10 years. We speak about Juan Pascual's birthday tomorrow. We now celebrate 10 years of Monte Carlo International Sport, 10 years of growing the sport around the world, taking the sport of paddle around the world, and feeling the passion that the sport of paddle brings to us all. Sponsoring a lot of young players and creating pathways for young players to really progress and move forward. Rama Pereira having the game of his life. 40 love is the scoreline. It's in behind Aymar Goni there. No answers. There we go. Rama Pereira taking control. Not once, not twice, but 3 times till the finish. And 1-0 is the scoreline. He goes down the corner there. Aymar Goni manages to get it back. And Rama Pereira says, enough. That goes into the glass and back to my side of the court. Point over. Aymar Goni to serve. Love one down. Second set.
Al servicio, Aymar Goni.
To the net goes Rama Pereira. It's 15 love. Change of direction using the double wall. This time it's Tito Alemande's turn as he blocks at the net to go straight into it. 15 all. See, Tito Alemande, body language says a lot about players, and Tito Alemande doesn't look comfortable. You can see the look on his face every time there's an error. The power that Aymar Goni generates off these kick smashes. Using his full 1.95 meter pendulum move of arm. Perfect technique, just generates so much power on those kick smashes. Flat smashes, reverse smashes, it just generates tremendous power. 30 all.
Net, primer servicio.
That was a let first service. Straight into the back glass goes Juan Pascual, 40-30. This time, Juan Pascual again. A little long. Finds the gap through the middle, but straight into the glass. 1 game apiece. Juan Pascual will serve. Amargoni and Tito Alemandi looking for solutions, looking for a break, looking to get an advantage in the second set. Juan Pascual lines himself up, tells Rama Pereira, this one is mine. You can see here, he moves across, perfect technique, into the ground, and straight back. 15-love. There goes the second one in a row. Juan Pascual taking control on his serve. 30-love. He wants this birthday present. He wants to get back on the winner's podium. It's been some time. 3 tournament wins in 2023. 0 in 2024. This time it's the turn of Rama Pereira to press on. 40-love. The attempted drop shot from Juan Pascual doesn't quite make it over the net. 40-15.
Segundo servicio.
Second service. Ball clipping the top of the net, but not landing within the court of play. High in the air goes Tito Alemandi. Bajada with a lot less space there from Juan Pascual. Reverses the shot, a little chiquita over the net. The left of Amargoni. And Amargoni is unable to get across. Game to Juan Pascual and Rama Pereira. 2 games to 1. And we're going to go and hear what the benches have to say. We'll be right back.
Al servicio Adrian Alemandi.
Back on court, service is going to be handled by Tito Alemandi, who was broken at a crucial stage in the first set. It allowed Juan Pascual and Rama Pereira to win that first set by 6 games to 4 after a very, very tight. And now imagine you found yourself in 1562 on the banks of a river that had never been seen before. What did you do? Well, Mr. Juan Jofre named it the San Juan River, and then he named the town which he founded on the banks of that same river. Called it San Juan as well. That was back in 1562, and that city then developed to what is today San Juan, the biggest city and the capital of the San Juan province. And lots has changed, of course. Residents of the San Juan area very, very cognizant of the disaster in 1944, an earthquake which killed 10,000 people and forced the townsfolk to rebuild the city. It went from being a colonial town to a more spacious, more Mediterranean, sunny style architecture town with wide streets, well-drawn avenues, large sidewalks, and though lots of vegetation, mostly irrigated from canals, and snow that comes off the Andes Mountains which surround the city, and that creates a lot of green spaces. and allows for San Juan to be known affectionately by the rest of Argentina as the Oasis town. All that architecture is not all green. There's some red architecture, and that red is some wonderful red wine. Second biggest producing region of wine in Argentina is San Juan area. 116,700 acres of vineyards at multiple altitudes, producing some of the best Syrah, Malbec, Merlot, Cab Sauv, Bonardo, and Torrontés available around the globe. So if you're ever in San Juan, make sure that other than visiting the river or the Punta Negra Dam or maybe the Paso Agua Negra and the colorful mountains around it and the lakes, you go on some wine routes and taste those beautiful juices of the gods from the grapes grown in the region. In the meantime, Juan de Pascual kicks massively, massive. We did tell you at the beginning of this match that the altitude was going to encourage and inspire many of those kick smashes throughout the match, and it has delivered in no uncertain terms. Tito Alemande still serving. It's 30-40. There is 2 break opportunities. We remind you that it was on Tito Alemande's serve that was broken when both teams were at 4-all in the previous set, and that led to a 6-4 first set win for Pereira and De Pascual. This time, though, he manages to claw back the break points. Still one available, but it is a golden point. And Rama Pereira is going to deal with it. And the slight drop there from Aymar Goni, and Rama Pereira in full movement tries to change direction, goes into the net, well held. Tito Alemande, Aymar Goni, 2-2 is the scoreline. A little scare averted right there and then.
Tiempo.
Umpire calling for time. That serving clock has run out. Just keeping the players on their toes, trying to make sure they don't abuse their time constraints. High in the air, Rama Pereira takes the pace off that one. Changes direction. Alemande gets in above him. Manages the pick up. And Juan de Pascual with the beautiful finish into the fence. 15 love. Incredible point there. Watch there. There's the pickup. Watch Juan de Pascual. Yeah. Just to the side of the fence. Low and slow. And no answer there. Tito Alemande.
30-0.
That lob there from Tito Alemande. Clipping the bottom end of the glass on the opposite side. 30 love. Uncharacteristic of Tito Alemande. Not usually the error man. Very consistent player. High percentage of completion on his shots. Lots of experience. Long in the tooth. And yet, third error in a row leading to a 40 love scoreline. In the fifth game of the second set. Rama Pereira to Aymar Goni. Into the net goes Aymar Goni. 3-2. When they come back, Aymar Goni will be serving. But we're going to go and listen to what the benches have to say.
Acá voy.
subimos, ¿me entendés? Pero subí bien, que te vea el otro que subí. Este va a jugar, te vende a vos. ¿Entendés? Pero que la va a jugar y se va a quedar, no va a subir.
Yo estoy atento, estoy
Y
atento.
ahí te le metés con esto.
Mejor, después estamos igual en casi todo. Y camina más rápido. En ataque tenemos que solventar eso, porque estamos zafando con mucho ojete. Entonces, tenemos que estar organizados. Vos fijate las cosas en el momento justo de desorganización. 30 iguales, tiran un globo,
Tiempo.
venís a buscarla, no la tocás, tira un globo, le pega. Esos momentos son los que tenemos que ser fuertes y no hacer pelotudeces. Ahora me dijiste que tire un globo.
Players getting back on court. You can see
Al
there.
servicio hay Margoni.
John Amande hitting his head with his own racket, highly frustrated. See the look on his face is one of dejection. I'll be looking to put that right. Imangoni will serve 2-3 down. No breaks thus far in the second set. And only one break, a decisive one in the first set. Excellent retrieval there. Ayman going high in the air. Juan Pascual, perfect timing on that kick smash.
0-15.
Ronnie just inches away, but inches are enough. Beautiful hit there from Juan de Pascual. Positions himself perfectly. The timing is exquisite. And you can see he's pointing to his partner. That was mine. I know you wanted it, but it was mine. Love 15. This time, Alemande with yet another error. Love 30. They'll want to halt the flow here. There's Mrs. De Pascual on the edge of her seat. A high lob from Rama Pereira. Juan Pascual again, third in a row. Big hit. 4 breaks here for Juan Pascual and Rama Pereira. This is a big advantage they'll be looking for here. That positions himself well. Perfect. Hand in the air. Textbook stuff. Amateur players listening out there. There's the coaching video. Press pause, rewind, and watch over and over again. Excellent preparation. Excellent finalization. 15-40. Juan de Pascual goes into the net. Still 3 break points on offer.
Tiempo.
Umpire calling for time on the serve again.
Juego.
Carries on.
Pereira de Pascual.
To Alemande. That return sublime. Straight down the middle, finding the exact gap. You can see here. Look at that from Juan de Pascual. Just incredible. And the break is there just when it's needed. Confusion there between Alemande and Ngoni as that ball flies through the middle. And Juan de Pascual will now serve 4 games to 2 up in this second set. And starting to feel that perhaps this is going to be his first title of the 2024 season. Rama Pereira, on the other hand, bouncing. He knows perhaps this could be his first. Little confusion there between Juan de Pascual and Rama Pereira as Juan de Pascual excitedly comes across. Perhaps the wrong decision. And as they go big heavy, ball comes off into the fence. And a video review is called immediately. from our side here in the commentary box. Looked to be out. Looked to be bad. But we'll see
La
what the
revisión de
video
video
review
determina
says.
que la
Here
bola
it
fue
is.
buena. 15-0.
And clips the edge of the net into the ground, then the glass. Umpire Ariel Garcia says it's good, it's a point, it's 15 love. As Juan Pascual prepares to go to Aymar-Goni.
30-0.
This time, it's Rama Pereira who goes with power to the corner. Tolemande rushes over to Aymar-Goni, whispers in his ear, 30 love. Lemande again overheating the ball straight into the back glass. A lot of errors from Tito Lemande, not the final he was expecting, not the expectations that young Aymar-Goni promised. Just yesterday, they flipped the side of the fence. 5 games to 2, commanding position in this match. Tito Lemande will come out and serve. We're going to take a brief commercial break. We'll come back. What could possibly be the deciding game in this final.
Chiquita, poner el revésito sin salir al planteo. Si queda, y va el lobo atrás de la cabeza del otro, Juan, y se viene chicar, ¿eh?
Sí. Dale que falta mucho, falta mucho,
Vos esperá y que le metés a él, Vamos. Dale, que no hicimos nada todavía, dale,
Tiempo.
There's the finish from Rama Pereira, and it's love 15. See the expression to Alemande's face. This has not gone according to Alemande's script. And phenomenal return there, Rama Pereira. Certainly playing out of his skin in this match. Yesterday we saw Aymar-Goni played out of his skin in his semi-final. Rama Pereira did equally the same. This has been a tremendous team effort between Pereira and Juan, both having fantastic games. Excellent return. And Rama Pereira, after all that effort, goes with the backhand into the net. Not what he wanted to do, particularly after all this great work out of court. Gets the ball in. Well recovered, Alemandi. 15-30. Changes direction, does Alemandi. And Rama Pereira changes the pace instead. Goes in behind Alemandi. And it's 15-40. 3 break points available. Not just break points, game, set, and match points available here. This at the Banco de San Juan Open, the A1 Padel penultimate event of the 2024 season. Are we going? Well, we are going to see brand new winners in the 2024 season. But are they going to be Rama Pereira or Juan de Pascual? Is Tito Lemande and Aymar-Goni going to stir the pot a little bit more and put together a comeback? 30-40, still 2 game, set, and match break opportunities available here for Pereira and Pascual. 30-40. There's the drop shot. Well received, Juan de Pascual. Alemande goes hard, and Rama Pereira swivels into the ground, into the body of Ayman Ghani, drops down to the ground. His first ever title on the A1 Padel Global Tour, a champion for the very first time on home ground in Argentina. This Banco, this San Juan Open. And of course, Juan de Pascual, a previous winner, but an early birthday present from Juan de Pascual, who turns 20 years old tomorrow. There is his mother, emotional, crying and cheering for her little boy. Of course, for his mother, he will always be a little boy, even when he's 60 years old. And the emotions can just not be contained. Imagine that. Juan de Pascual, his father coaching him, his mother in the crowd, having come from 940 kilometers away in Pergamino to celebrate his birthday. And there is Mrs. de Pascual and his brother celebrating this major win. Rama Pereira, after so much trying, ranked in the late 30s, 38 at the beginning of the season, teamed up with Tito Alemande, got all the way to being ranked number 7 on the A1 Padel ranking, 4 finals. And finally, at this 4th final, at the 4th time of asking, he becomes a champion of Banco San Juan Open right here in Santiago, in Argentina. And this is a dream come true for both these young men. One, a maiden championship win, the other, a maiden win in 2024 and an early birthday present. You couldn't have written the script any better. Big fight goes out. Big credit goes out to Tito Alemande and his new young protege, Ayman Ghani, a tremendous talent. Just couldn't get it right today. There's that swivel of Rama Pereira into the body of Ghani. Wasn't able to maintain the high level of yesterday's semi-final, Ayman Ghani. But write that name down, ladies and gentlemen. 3 of these players on court we are going to hear for many years to come. We're going to hear their names: Juan de Pascual, Rama Pereira, and Ayman Ghani. We have our court announcer celebrating the winners, and you can see that emotion on your screen. And once again, San Juan hosts a champion. This time not roller hockey, where they've hosted 6 World Championships, but the Banco de San Juan Open, Padel Open. And there we have a set summary there. Again, the winners, 20 winners to 4 for Rama Pereira and Juan Ignacio de Pascual. And the golden points this time fairly even. Maximum points win 7-2. Big differences there. And when you take a good look at those stats, you can see who the winners are. Total points won, 59 versus 39 for Rama Pereira and Juan Ignacio de Pascual over the match entirety. And 37 winners versus 18. And if we go back to those golden points, parity 2 apiece. But certainly the total points won and the winners, the big difference here, as Rama Pereira and Juan Ignacio Pascual take this final 6-4 and 6-2 over Ayman Ghani, his first final, and Tito Alemande. It wasn't going to be his party today, and we can see on court down the bottom there, preparations being made for the prize giving, and the crowd sticking around for the celebrations. Some people making their way out. They've came, they've conquered, and they'll be looking to, but not all of them, the others hanging around.
Ya tenemos campeones de Banco San Juan Open. Rama, te vemos emocionado. Nos vas a hacer emocionarnos a todos. ¿Qué significa este título para ti?
Bueno, hola a todos. Gracias por ser parte de uno de los mejores días de mi vida. Ahora mismo se me viene en la cabeza toda mi familia, mi mamá que laburó toda su vida para que pueda estar acá.
Como decía, vas a hacer que nos emocionemos todos. Rama, gran torneo el que habéis jugado. Llegáis a conseguir el título sin ceder un solo set. Antes de nada, yo pido un fuerte aplauso para Juan de Pascual y Rama Pereira. ¿Quieres dedicar unas palabras, Rama?
Gracias a mi mamá, gracias a mi papá, gracias a mi hermana, gracias a mi hermano, mis abuelos, mis primos, mis primas, toda mi familia, todos mis amigos. Yo solo no podía esto. Y nada, significa mucho para mí por todo este año que tuve. Agradecer a todos los que forman parte de mi equipo, a todos los que formaron parte de mi año. Agradecer a Juan y a Fede que lo dejaron siempre adentro todo de la cancha, no sé ni qué decir. Gracias a todos.
Juani, qué bonito es acabar la temporada regular con este título, con tu familia aquí para celebrarlo.
La verdad que nada, estoy muy contento, muy emocionado. Hay muchísima gente.
Un título muy merecido, Juani.
La verdad que ya me había olvidado esto de ganar muchos partidos, no sabía cómo era. Nada, fue un año difícil, mucho altibajo. Y nada, lo mismo que Rama, la verdad solamente quiero agradecer a muchas personas. Seguramente me olvide de alguien, pero nada, en especial a toda mi familia, a mi novia, a mis amigos, a toda la gente que nada, en los momentos más difíciles yo sé quiénes son los que están. Así que nada, muy emocionado y por último le dedicaría esto a mi abuelo que nada, sé que estaría muy orgulloso.
Seguro. Un aplauso para los campeones y en unos minutos la ceremonia de premios.
Emotional speeches there from the winners with on-court presenter Clara Navarro. And she asked Rama Pereira, what does this mean to you? And the emotion, tears just came pouring down his eyes. It meant everything to Rama Pereira, thanking his family and really his entire string of family, including his cousins. And what great scenes they are when you see emotional young players celebrating their wins. And well-deserved was this win for Rama Pereira and Juan de Pascual. And that is the win here in the Banco de San Juan Open, the last tournament of the regular season. We remind you once again that from here in 2 days' time, these players, all four of the ones on your screen, will be playing in the final event of the season. That will be the Master Finals. They will fly from San Juan to Caracas in Venezuela. And there will be 5 days of incredible paddle as the 16 top players on the A1 Paddle Global Ranking go head-to-head with each other to determine who is the best of the best and wins the Master Finals. Some great images there from our cameraman, some highlights, and you can see cool head there, Rama Pereira, and a lot of that to do with that beaten finalist there, that legend Tito Alemande, who mentored Rama Pereira at the beginning of this year and for the greater part of this 2023 season, where they played 10 tournaments together. Of course, early days for this partnership of Adrian Alemandi and Aimar Goni, only their second tournament together, and a semi-final and a final appearance. Nothing to be ashamed of. And we have our on-course presenter now getting ready to do the honors in terms of the prize giving and calling up all the necessary
secretario de Deporte de la provincia, el señor Pablo Tabachnik, el presidente de la Agencia Deporte San Juan, el señor Pablo Aubone, en representación del Banco San Juan, el gerente comercial, señor Marcelo Zunino. A continuación, hará uso de la palabra y lo voy a convocar al ministro de Turismo, Cultura y Deporte, el señor Guido Romero.
Bueno, muy buenas noches a todos. La verdad que un día muy importante para el deporte en la provincia de San Juan. Finalizando una semana hermosa del mejor pádel, con el A1 acá y con San Martín ascendiendo a la primera división. Sin duda que es algo muy importante para la provincia, no solamente desde el punto de vista deportivo, sino como sanjuaninos estamos muy orgullosos de eso. Así que muchísimas gracias. Agradecerle al gobernador de la provincia de San Juan por el apoyo de siempre, ratificando siempre que el deporte en su gestión es una política de Estado y que nosotros desde la Secretaría de Deporte del Ministerio tratamos de hacerlo efectivo todos los días. Agradecerle a los sponsors, agradecerle a la Secretaría de Deporte, a la Agencia de Deporte, a todo el público que ha venido durante toda la semana. La verdad que muchísimas gracias por estar acá y por apoyar el deporte y el pádel. Y bueno, y seguramente muy contentos porque el año que viene vamos a volver a tener una fecha de A1 acá en San Juan. Así que vamos a seguir disfrutando de más deporte en San Juan y más pádel acá en San Juan. Que tengan una maravillosa jornada con todo lo que estamos viviendo y muchísimas gracias.
La palabra del ministro de Turismo, Cultura y Deporte, el señor Guido Romero. A continuación voy a citar al gerente comercial del Banco San Juan, el señor Marcelo Zunino.
Bueno, buenas noches. Desde ya, muchas gracias por esta invitación. Ha sido una semana de vigilia por San Martín y una semana disfrutando acá el pádel. La verdad que ha sido un espectáculo maravilloso. Nosotros muy contentos de haber sido el sponsor de este evento. Y como dijo Guido, sin duda la política de Estado, el deporte lleva a la juventud por otros caminos que son los deseados. Así que muchas gracias por invitarnos y desde ya felicidades para todos.
La palabra del gerente comercial del Banco San Juan, el señor Marcelo Zunino. Ahora procederemos a entregar el premio MVP al mejor jugador de la final. Entrega el secretario de Deportes de la provincia, el señor Pablo Tabachnik. 3 Juegos Olímpicos, 6 medallas en Juegos Panamericanos en tenis de mesa, verdadero referente del deporte de esta provincia. Señoras y señores, el premio MVP se lo lleva el señor Juan Ignacio de Pascual. Entrega a Pablo, acostumbrado a estas lides. Y ahí está el pergaminense, la zurda mágica.
Beautiful trophy there.
Que según la comisión de notables han dicho que Juani ha sido el jugador de esta gran final. Señoras y señores, vamos a proceder ahora a premiar al binomio finalista, a los vicecampeones. Van a entregar dicha distinción los señores Pablo Tabachnik, secretario de Deportes de la provincia, y el señor Pablo Aubone, presidente de la agencia Deportes San Juan, a hacer dicha entrega a los finalistas. Señoras y señores, Tabachnik y Aubone entregan el premio a los vicecampeones, los señores Adriana Alemandi y Aymar Goñi.
Aymar Goñi in his first final ever. 19 years of age, just turned 19
Ahí están entregando
as we said.
Pablo Tabachnik, Pablo Aubone,
relish this and take the inspiration from this. Look for motivation that he can improve on this.
Referencial
2 tournaments playing with Tito Alemandi, a semi-final in Lanzarote, and now a final right here in San Juan.
Lujo tenerlo en nuestro circuito y por supuesto habla a las claras del gran nivel que han experimentado en este certamen.
Finalists.
Señoras y señores, ahora premiamos a los campeones, a los que se llevan el premio A1 Padel Banco San Juan Open. Voy a convocar para la entrega de los mismos al ministro de Turismo, Cultura y Deporte, el señor Guido Romero, también al gerente comercial del Banco San Juan, el señor Marcelo Zunino. Señoras y señores, la entrega de los premios a los campeones para los señores Juan y de Pascual y Ramiro Pereira.
Juan de Pascual and Ramiro Pereira started off this tournament as the number 3 seeds. Battled their way through. Took a big scalp yesterday when they took out Maxi Arce and Franco Del Bianco. And here they are as winners of this A1 Padel Banco de San Juan Open.
Campeones
Rama Pereira
diferentes en el universo
Juan
A1 Padel.
Pascual. An early birthday present for Juan de Pascual.
Campeonato sensacional, perfecto.
20 years of age tomorrow.
Señoras y señores, ahí está Juan y de Pascual, ahí está Rama Pereira, los premios correspondientes. Señoras, señores, ahí están los campeones. Ahí está Rama, ahí está Juani. ¿Cuántas veces?
There we go, there's the confetti flying around. It's been an amazing tournament here. Started earlier in the week on the 2nd of December. 32 strong teams, and those got weeded along until we got to today's final, where we have produced these champions. If you have little time before you go off, don't forget to visit the www.the A1 Shop and have a look at the wonderful products on offer there at the A1 Padel Shop, and also to keep up with the goings-on of the Master Finals and plans for the 2025 season. Don't forget to visit the social media channels of the A1 Padel Official, be that Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, or LinkedIn, and make sure that you follow, click like, subscribe, whatever is applicable on the specific platform, and make sure you get all the breaking news, all the developments, and all the excitement of the A1 Padel Global Tour. Last photo ops being taken there, and of course we need to thank the city of San Juan and all our headline sponsors like the Banco de San Juan for helping to bring to fruition this wonderful tournament. Many thanks to the wonderful production team in the OB van and our Spanish team of commentators on the other channel, and of course you, our spectators, who have stayed with us and allowed me, Paulo de Carmo, to keep you company, not just on yesterday's semi-finals, but in today's final, providing commentary in English. A last reminder that the Master Finals, 11th to the 15th of December, English commentary available for every match, every minute, every volley, every smash will be covered by yours truly, as we look to provide you with greater entertainment in the English language. Make sure you tune in, and we'll bid you good night as we leave you with these parting shots, this excellent picture of the highest quality of medal that was on offer here. Do not forget, we love battle. Buenas noches. Good night.